everyone, this is Emeralds11 and welcome to another video, and today I'm joined by...
Adam Kidman.
Hell yeah, he's my former classmate and yes, we're still friends. So that's really
Of
nice.
course.
Yeah, so today we're gonna... Oh yeah, forgot to say this, I'm Adam Kidman, has a YouTube channel and he's collaborating with a person called Gustav. And they have a channel called Adam and Gustav, which I will link down in the description below, and on the bubble, which will pop up on the screen right now. And just a heads up, they speak Swedish on the channel, so you may not understand as much, but they're doing like a lot of sketches and all from the sketches, so I think you'll understand what the video is about. So yeah, we're gonna play Who is the Most Likely To, and you might be wondering what these carpets are about. So basically, if I ask a question, for example, who is the most likely to die? Adam thinks that it's me that is the most likely to die. So he'll go over to the green place, which means red emerald, and Adam's is the gray one. So yeah, I think you understand. So I have some questions on my phone, and we're just gonna read them up. So are you ready, Adam?
Of course I am.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, shall I start or shall you start?
It's your channel.
I'll start. Who is most likely to have a lot of brothers and sisters? Well, I have already a sister, so I only have one, but
Yeah, and for my part, genetically I have one brother, but since my mother and my dad they are divorced, my mom has a new boyfriend and he's got kids, and well, that makes my family bigger than yours.
Okay. So anyway, next question. Would you like to read the next question?
Sure thing. Who is most likely to listen to classical music?
Me. I already do, to be honest.
And I'm allergic to it. No offense to those who like it, but I'm allergic to classic music and history.
Oh, I love history. It's the best thing for me. And the funny thing is, I also have a different music taste. I also like marching music.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you like yours, I like mine.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's up to each and everyone to choose their own favorite styles by themselves and to not be controlled by another being.
Yeah, indeed. Alright.
This is getting dark already.
Who is most likely to go to the museum very often? Yeah, I love looking at history stuff and all. And yeah. What about you?
I chose myself because I'm a dinosaur fan. You can ask me what's the difference between a T-Rex and a Tarbosaurus, and I'll explain it to you because most people don't actually see the difference. And I get why, because they are closely related. Hence my big love for dinosaurs. I would take every opportunity I can to go to a new, to say, dinosaur museum. And since that's one type of museum, then it's a museum.
Hell yeah. Alright. Okay, your turn to read up the next question.
Alright. Who is most likely to smoke weed? Well, I must say.
I always follow the law, so I'm not gonna smoke weed.
Yeah, I'm sure I also follow the law, but I crack jokes with my friends about me smoking weed, so I guess that makes me above you on this one.
True. Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to do it, or that I have. I'm just stating that in my, well, imaginary joke brain, I do. But then again, that's about it.
And maybe you are already smoking weed. Maybe you're not telling us. Are you smoking weed, man?
Maybe I'm smoking weed in my sleep.
Maybe you are. Alright. Who is most likely to be rich?
I'm gonna say you because your YouTube channel is growing faster than, well, mine and Gustav's. But then again, you are uploading like much more often than what we do. We do all the way from between once in a month to like twice in a day.
Yeah, indeed. But to be honest, I like to donate. I like my money to like be able to donate to poor people and all. And I'm not gonna state also why I'm the most likely to be rich because of political reasons. So I'm not gonna state it, and I don't want this channel to well become political. So I'm not gonna say why. So that's
Right.
why I'm saying you.
Yeah. You saw that I walked over to your side and then returned to mine when you said that.
Yeah.
I figured like, well, that makes you sound like you're going to donate your life to, well, first best ever.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I know you very well and I know that you wouldn't do that. Well, maybe if it's about sharks, but but since I love biology and animals, and sometimes even have a hard time viewing friends as friends and not just another pile of animals, I don't really see the point. So, yeah.
Don't.
Why are you brushing my teeth with your neck?
I don't know when I'm bored. Okay. Okay. Next question. You're gonna read it up.
Yeah, sure. Who is most likely to be poor? I mean, no offense, man, but I'm gonna sit by you.
I mean, like, I'm not good at like I say money a lot, but like it also goes to waste sometimes. Like when I go out and buy some food, like I love Subway very much, so I usually buy Subway a lot. And I'm not really good at like keeping things like in check, so maybe it's hard for me to keep up with my economy. So yeah.
I'm gonna sit in the middle, because when you said that I realized one thing about me, and this is personally just me, and it doesn't, I mean, I hope it doesn't affect others because of me saying it, but when I rarely go and like buy fast food, and I rarely go buy sweets, but when I do, I buy way too much, always. Like, I spend, well, if we take it in dollars, I'd say I spend at least $12 each time.
Yeah. Alright, so next question, it's your turn.
Sure. Who is most likely to have always been the heartbreaker?
Same, you know, like I'm not good at like talking to people that much. Like yeah, I like if it's a certain subject, yeah, then yeah, I like talking, but otherwise I'm pretty like social anxiety, and like when I'm talking to like for example my girlfriend or something, like it's I don't really know what to say, so I'm always worried to like I say something wrong, and yeah.
Well, if we're going to bring girlfriends up, the reason I'm sitting here because I've never had one. So, I mean, sure, it's a little bit like this, but not really, because I'm used to it now. So, but then again, I also have the tendency to not knowing when to stop talking. Either I talk too little, or I talk way too much about
Same.
way wrong stuff.
Same. So like
that's probably because I've heard a saying about America that's like go big or go home. And I think I've taken that a little bit too seriously about like everything. So, kind of my fault.
Yeah.
But if you want to support me, feel free. But there's no way you're gonna win.
True. So we are both have social anxiety. So yeah.
Depends on how you view it. But
Yeah.
I guess the results are at least the same.
Yeah. If it's like I'm good with, like if it's someone that I recognize. Yeah, I'm not that. I don't get that much anxiety. I'm more comfortable with talking and all. But if it's someone that I don't meet that much or I have never seen, I get a little bit, anxiety. No.
Well, it differs from person to person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame you. I never blame people, and I never judge people, and that's important. Kids, never judge people before you get to know them.
Indeed. All right.
I don't think there are any kids watching, but
I did.
might as well. Okay then. Hello, kids.
Hello, kids.
Want a balloon? I'll fill it up with a fart, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Who is most likely to live in a big city?
Well, that's easy to decide.
I don't know. Like I like living in my city. It's not that big to be honest, but I don't know if I want to move to a big city. So I'll guess, yeah.
I mean, like, sure, just like you, I like my own hometown, but at the same time, since I love animals, I want to go and explore the world. And if I'm going to do that, then it's good to go to a big city and not like to some 3-house village in Alabama.
Yeah. But like I'm in the middle because I'm not really sure to be honest. Like it depends. For me, like it doesn't matter where I live to be honest. So I can live in a village, I can live in a big city, or I can live in a small city. It doesn't matter to me. But I would rather stay at home because I feel more comfortable being at home because it's a small city and I know where to go around places and all. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the benefits of staying in the same city your entire life.
Yeah.
You grow up, have kids, and you grow old, and you die, and your kids grow old, and they die, and you didn't have any grandchildren, so your history ends there.
Like, yeah.
And why are you eating a hammer?
I'm setting up some lanterns because it's getting a little bit dark. Let's see, I can't find lanterns. In the meantime, we can go to the next question. It's your turn, I think.
I'm not sure, but sure, I'll read.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to watch romantic movies?
Depends. I don't know. Do you watch a lot of romantic movies?
I mean, like, no, I don't. Because when someone says, like, romantic, I think, like, maybe Twilight, and then comes, like, Barbie. And, I mean, like, I stick with things like Transformers. And if that's romance, like, well, then maybe. But now, nah.
Yeah, like I don't really watch romantic movies. It's not really my thing, but like I can watch it, and I have watched a lot of romantic movies, like Titanic. It's one of my favorite movies, so I guess I'll say me. Like I can watch a romantic movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, I'm gonna buy the example of Titanic, even though like Titanic is probably more associated to like sad movies, but I get your point.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're not wrong by any terms.
Yeah. All right. And yeah. All right. Who is most likely to be in a chore? Like I'm already in a chore, so.
Yeah, and when I sing, I sound like you've taken an elephant and stuffed it down the throat of a donkey. So.
I'm not really I wouldn't say that I'm the best at singing. Like I know how to hit like a note or something, but like I'm not really think like my voice fits that much with singing. But yeah, like everyone has a different voice and all. Like it doesn't matter as long as you're comfortable with your voice and all. But yeah, I've been starting to get.
All of this makes me remember the fact that I was singing at the school concert in ninth grade.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
shit.
probably should have been rethinking that.
I remember that. And now like I'm like studying music in a music program in my school. So like I always singing. I'm always singing. And I've been singing on stages like 2 times by now. Like we had the the Kulturveckan, which is the culture night in English, and we had a Christmas concert. Well,
I love Christmas.
yeah, me too. So I've been singing in 2 big shows and all, and I also been singing a lot when I before, like in 4th grade, 3rd grade, and all. And I think you remember, right?
Yeah, I do. Now that you're saying it, I actually do. But if you wouldn't have said it, I probably wouldn't have remembered.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm the most likely to be in a shore because of how I am. Alright,
Yeah.
your turn.
Alright, who is most likely to go to a Justin Bieber's concert? Bye, I'm out of here.
I mean, like,
But I'm gonna stick with you because there's no way in all of the universe that I'm ever going to do it. I mean, sure, I respect those who like him, but I've heard stories about what he's done in his spare time, and that's the reason why I'm definitely not going on a Justin Bieber's concert.
oh wait, I haven't really heard about what he has done behind stage and all. So
It's not behind stage, it's more like in his spare time when he's home.
yeah.
But I think we're gonna skip that until we're done with the video, and then I can tell you.
Alright. Yeah, it's better. But like like I like some of his music, to be honest. I mean, I'm probably the most likely, but I wouldn't really go to a Justin Bieber concert because I don't really like the way he has turned into. Like I like his like younger self more.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But I mean, I think I'm talking about the same thing you are, but since we haven't named it, we cannot be sure.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, your turn, I think. Or no.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah,
I feel like I've done like 10 in a row, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Alright, I'll read it up anyway. Okay. Who is
Alright.
most likely to be best at math? I mean,
Well,
I had an F in like the 6th grade. No, yeah, 6th grade. And now I'm now in like in the upper secondary school. I'm on the brink of failing. So yeah, I'm not good at math at all. It's my worst subject ever.
for me, I mean, because of what I'm studying, I mean, I'm studying like most science thing you possibly ever can in Sweden. So, I mean, like, math is a big part of the majority of science. I mean, we do have math, but we're also doing math in chemistry and in physics.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of math. So, if I wouldn't have been, well, at least decent, I wouldn't even have been there.
Yeah, yes, that's true. And like I would have never like I was thinking of joining the science program you are in right now, but then like I realized that it will be too hard for me because I don't have good grades in like science stuff, and especially math. It's on the brink of failing. So yeah, it wouldn't be like fitting for me to join, or actually it would be harder for me. So I looked around and I came across the music program and I thought it would be pretty fun, so I joined it. And it's similar to another like program called the Society program, du vet samhällskunskap. Samus Gamut.
The science of society.
Yes, the science of society, and like
I think that's the name.
I think
But
like
if it's not, then blame me because I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think it like society something. But anyway, it's basically the same, but like it includes more music and all and creativity. So that's why I chose the music program, because it had a lot of creativity and all. That's what I really like. Yeah.
All right. I'm looking at the next question, and before I'm even going to read it, I'm gonna go and sit over here. Who is most likely to give all their money to charity?
Yep.
We discussed this, and well, I can say this. I'm not saying that I won't, but I'm just saying that you are more likely to, because, well, this is once again getting a little bit dark, but you are a better person than me. I mean, if you check on my Discord, it says in like my nickname, like status description, it says definitely not evil.
Well, like, yeah, I'm sorry for saying this, but I've been mostly nicer, like in class. It's still personal. I'm not targeting you at all, just that you know.
No, I know,
Yeah.
and I know that you are a great guy, and like all that. I know you as not just as a person, but also as a friend, and
Yeah.
therefore I see your qualities and your well cons.
Yeah. And I
But-
was
But I'm gonna say this to everyone who's listening: Emerald's 11's qualities is way bigger than the cons of Emerald's 11.
wait, the cons.
Yeah,
yeah,
the bad stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well, also the cons like in the Decepticons, but that's another story.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I always like to like give money to like poor people. When I go on the street, I remember when I was a kid, when I always saw a poor person, I was always asking my mom for a coin that I could give to the poor people. So I always like to give away some of my money to help others and all. So yeah.
No. I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
And, well, that's just another great example proving how much of a good guy you are.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And I mean, after all, if I'm a villain, I mean, you and I discussed this earlier, and you decided to be a superhero. I mean,
yeah.
like, I'm a super villain. I'm gonna make you crap your pants, and like you're going to like, I don't know, prevent that. A time machine, I don't know.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we continue? I feel like we're dropping off a bit.
Yes, we should continue. Okay, your turn. I think it is. Oh no, actually, it's me. Who's
Yeah,
most
it's your
likely
turn.
to be a drama queen? It's me.
Yeah. I mean, like, I do sketches with my friend, so I mean, like, I get to express myself there. So I don't really have this dramatic explosion of emotions when I do something. And I mean, like, I'm not a dramatic person. Like, I haven't cried ever since my mom got cancer, but she survived and she kicked cancer's ass, so I'm pretty happy. And apart from that, I hadn't cried in like 5 years.
I don't remember the last time I cried either. So yeah, but like I'm probably the most likely because you know I can cry at most stuff, and I do get a little bit sad when I see something sad. So
Yeah, and to point out, when I say cry, I don't count like shedding a tear because something is beautiful.
yeah.
That doesn't count here. I mean, if you want to count that in, then sure, go ahead, but I don't.
Yeah, like crying can also include like on the inside and all, not on the outside, but like if we are counting in crying on the outside, like shedding a tear or something, I'm probably the most likely to cry. So,
Yeah. And I mean,
alright.
like, I'm not trying to sound like a big and strong guy, but I mean, like, I'm bigger than you. And
True.
I, at least, I believe, because of the experience I've had in my life so far, that my skeletal structure's density is somewhat higher than others because, I mean, I've never broken a bone in my life, and I've never had blood coming out of my nose, and I have, without any problem, taken 3 logs to my head without any problem. I mean, like, sure, I got a pretty big headache the first time. The 2 other times, I had no problems, and I've rammed my head into a locker made out of aluminum without even having a headache. That may also indicate that I'm thick-headed, but you never know.
Yeah. Alright, so moving on. It's your turn, I think.
Sure. Who is most likely to marry a celebrity? Well, I'm gonna stay, because I have decided to, no matter how much I love someone, I am not getting married.
Why?
It's a bit personal. I don't like to take responsibility, like doing 2 big things that I can't like change in an instant. I mean, you have to do some things in your life that will be hard to change afterwards. But you know, you don't want to do like I don't know. I'm kind of dropping off my point, but I mean, like, the fact to do such a big thing that will have such a big impact on your life.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't like change. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but I don't like when change happens. And getting married is a big change in life.
Yeah.
Because you'll always be chased by someone who can't wash the dishes. I'm kidding, but those who get it, they get it.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, but like I've been like I have never seen the problem of marrying, so like yeah, I'm most likely to marry, but like a celebrity, I don't know, but I'll stick with me myself because I'm probably most likely to marry someone. So yeah, your turn.
Right, who is most likely always to be happy?
I mean, I'm happy most of the time.
And I have gone mad making me happy all the time. But it's kind of the same effect as in the Joker, but not really, because sure, I can get angry, but that rarely occurs. I mean, like, have you ever seen me, like, angry at all?
No.
Exactly.
I.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to...
Oh shit. Corona.
No, it's not. I didn't cough because of disease or disturbance in my throat. I ate some peanuts earlier, and I had a little piece of it in my throat. It kind of got into the air pipes.
Yeah. Alright. But yes. Alright. Next question. I think we'll do let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll do 5 more. So, alright. I think it's my turn. So, who's
Yeah,
most
it's your
likely,
turn.
who is most likely to hold their breath the longest as it possible?
I'm gonna stay.
Me too.
I mean, like,
I can't hold my breath that long, but I've been kind of practicing a little bit. So
yeah, and I mean, like, sure, it doesn't show on my pony, but I'm a born Aquarius, and I love water more than air. If I could breathe water, you would never see me on the surface ever again. Like, for real, I'd move to Atlantis, and if that doesn't exist, then I'll build my own Atlantis and call it Evil Kidman Atlantis.
Alright.
or something.
Yeah. Anyway, your turn.
Who is most likely to have the most piercings?
I don't I don't like piercings and all. Like I feel like it's a way to. It's my opinion. So, but like I feel like changing your body and like adding on to stuff and all. It's not being you in a way, to be honest, in my opinion. So I always like things being natural and all. Like be yourself and all. So
Yeah, and the same goes for me. But I mean, like, if you're not feeling that you are you and you cannot express yourself the way you want because God knows what, then sure, do some plastic surgery if that makes you happy, if that makes you feel more you. And I mean, like, sure, make your boobs bigger, make your butt giant, and make your, I don't know, toenail wider than America. I don't know. If it makes you feel better. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because I'm happy with my body. My BMI says that I'm overweight, but I'm not because I go to the gym. But I always crack jokes about me being overweight, which is present in the sketches on the YouTube channel because whenever someone is doing like eating someone else's stuff, then it's always me.
I've seen it a lot, so yeah, and I'm not really comfortable with my body because I've been getting a little bit fatter and all, but like I will not change my body at all because I'm still comfortable with my own body, even though I'm getting a little bit more chubby and all. I'm still I won't change anything. Maybe I'll like try to go to some gyms and all, but the rest
You're
of me,
always welcome to go to the gym with me
yeah.
because I go to the gym that's at our school.
Oh, nice. I'll maybe follow you one day. All right. Who read the last question again?
I think I did.
All right, then it's me. Who's most likely to do weird things in public? I know you, so.
Yeah, and I know myself, and those who know me, well, they know me. And that's the only reason you'd, like, I don't know, do something weird in public. I mean, like, for God's sake, I'm Adam Kidman. I'm the definition of weird and evil and not grown up. And when I get bored, I do weird stuff. And since I can only choose between being stimulated and being bored, and I don't do much in my personal life, then most of the time it's bored, which means that the most of the time gets weird.
And like I always want to say like be normal in public and all, and I would want to like go around and like do crazy stuff in public. I want to like act normal. Like I'm not saying that you should, like, it's just the way I want to like.
Yeah, I get it. It's
Yeah.
personal.
It's personal, but like.
But I mean, like, if someone gets to know both you and me, and I mean, like, I know some people know both you and me, and I mean, like, they would probably say that I am the one who's crazy, not you.
Yeah, but to be honest, I do get a little bit crazy sometimes, so it's not only
We
Adam,
all
it's
do.
me.
We
Yeah.
all do. It's in our nature. We're humans, goddammit.
Yeah. Alright.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yes, you're allowed to swear. Like, I swear always in my videos, so.
Fuck yeah!
Alright. Who's most likely to watch porn as soon as they wake up?
Simply because I don't. I have other ways of stimulating myself.
Oh my god, should I even ask? I'm gonna
I mean, it's you. Gonna try to make this sound normal, but I figured that that's impossible. But it's nothing weird because I just watch YouTube. That's the end of that story. But it sounds much worse. So you are correct and you are smart when being like aware that it might be something like completely against the wall. But it's not, it's just watching YouTube.
Alright.
But then again, it depends on what is on YouTube. Who is most likely to take care of the others when they are sick? And I'm gonna say both of us.
I don't know.
Because sure, comparing you to me, you're the good guy. But you being the good guy doesn't make me the bad guy. Right? Or does it? I'm not sure. I mean, if we're in a superhero movie, then it does. But since we're in reality, I think, then it doesn't.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay on the edge because like even though I am nice, I'm not really good at taking care that much. Like, if someone is sad to be, if for example, like I try, but I'm not the best at comforting people, and like if they're sick, I don't know if it will be the same and all. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on the edge.
Yeah, and I moved to the edge because, just like you, I'm not the best, but at least I always try.
Yeah.
But because I'm like, I cannot take people crying, being sad. Sure, your, I don't know, brother died in an accident. No, that's too harsh. Your cat got road killed by a truck. No, that's too harsh. Your very old and very sick grandma has, this feels wrong to say it, but finally passed away.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, then of course you're sad. And that happens to everyone. And I mean, like, when... I feel like I've been saying I mean a lot, but whatever. For me, to me, and to a lot of others, I fear, when my previous class got separated before heading into gyms, well, we were a great team. At least I feel like so. And like, sure, my current class, it's good, and there's nothing wrong with it, but don't take this personally if anyone of my classmates are watching, but I have to say that my old class was better, because we were literally fused. At least some of us. But still we weren't, because everyone talked to everyone, and, well, some didn't, but, you can't be the best friend with everyone.
Yeah.
And, when you are editing this, are you gonna put sad music over this?
I don't know. Depends what you say.
Alright. Then I'm gonna say something really sad.
Okay.
To every Swede, I bet every Swede knows Hej då-sången, which is the goodbye song from, what's the show's name in English? Like, Bear in a Big Blue House?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, and the end theme with the moon, Luna, I think the name is.
Yeah.
On the day that I walked home from that school, knowing that I would never return, I sang that, standing on the parking lot, I sung that song fully out before even I started to walk.
Oh.
And then I just walked, and I didn't look back. Because a wise man once told me, you go and you never look back, because you can't go back. But then again, it has a special place in my heart, and to everyone in that class, I love you. Like, for real. And I just want to say that, because a lot of people don't get the chance to, like, show appreciation for others. So I'm doing it now. I love you. You are a part of my family, in my heart. When I die, I want you around my grave. Well, unless you're already buried.
Yeah.
But then I'll be buried on top of you, so it doesn't matter. No, probably not. Probably not, but you get the point. I miss those guys. They were a great bundle of guys. So good that if I had a time machine and I could only use it once, I could visit Napoleon, I could go to the Wild West, I could go see a dinosaur and take a dinosaur home. But no, I'd go back to the first day of 7th grade and do it all over again.
That's really sweet of you. It's a really nice
Because I have nothing in my life at the moment that is even close to be comparable to the love that I got there. And I'm not trying to be like egoistic, but I'm also gonna say the love I gave.
Yeah, like we are like at the end of like 9th grade, like even though like I only had 2 friends in like 2 best friends in that class, but I did like talk to other people and all. Like even though I didn't make that much friends in that class, I still miss them. Like it was the end of 9th grade, so it felt something special in the heart, especially leaving that school.
Yeah, I mean like now I have been at that school for 10 years straight. And I mean like leaving a place that you've been to every day almost for 10 years, that's hard. And I mean like sure, when it's weekend, sure I can go there and have a look at it and get some old memories. But then again, it will never be the same.
And it always feels weird for me whenever I drive to school by moped. Like I always have the urge to like turn the other way and go back to my old school, because I'm still used to driving to that school.
I'm used to walking. I could go there with a blindfold.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
we get a little bit off track here. And
yeah.
I'm gonna do the last question now because I don't know if this video is getting pretty long and all. So
I fear it is.
Yeah, who is most likely to become a president of the United States of America?
Wait, what did I do now? I'm eating a hammer. I'm eating a pencil.
You may have it, doesn't matter. That's I like politics and all, so. And I've been thinking of maybe like if I don't get that many subscribers on my YouTube channel in the future, and and my other plans doesn't work out, I may join politics and all. Like it doesn't mean that I will become the president of the United States, but I'm more likely to become more political. Like yeah.
Well, if my plans fail, then either I become a supervillain and terrorize everyone, or I go extinct.
So, yeah, I like politics. So, yeah. Anyway, that was the last question. So, yeah, that was. I don't know how long we recorded, but yeah, that was pretty fun. What do you think?
It's always fun to do things with friends. It's the #1 priority in my life. And since I'm a YouTuber, then this is like almost above that.
Indeed. Alright. Anyway, so anything you want to say to the viewers?
Seriously or like a joke?
Whatever you like.
Okay, fuck you. No. But how about don't eat bats and wash your hands and face.
Indeed.
And avoid grandma.
Yes.
And grandpa.
Yes. Alright. Anyway.
Stay safe, and I'm gonna do a famous phrase before we end this, but I'm gonna let you roll the outro, and then I'm gonna say it.
Alright, so anyway, Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I'll be back.